First, the Vatican is reviewing child abuse allegations from right here in the metro. This time, the abuse claims come from Kansas, not Missouri. Beth Vaughn is live at St. Agnes in Roland Park. Beth?
Father John Wisner was removed from this parish in May. An almost 5-month investigation followed, where the diocese reports finding credibility in one man's abuse claims.
Oftentimes fame.
Father John Wisner has spent the majority of his 40 years in the priesthood at St. Agnes Parish in Roland Park. But that's not where the abuse allegations stem from. In fact, the Archdiocese of Kansas City, Kansas is keeping the specifics of the abuse claims under wraps in order to protect the anonymity of the victims, only saying today in a statement the original claim was made by a man in his 40s. He says the abuse happened 30 years ago. At that time, Wisner was working at one of a handful of churches in the Archdiocese. Plus, he had a second job at the University of Kansas Hospital. He retired from his role as a psychiatrist and professor in September, 4 months after being stripped of his duties as a priest. In fact, his work in medicine is why KSHB interviewed Wisner back in 2000. Today, the hospital released a statement saying there were no issues with his conduct or the quality of care he provided patients. The Survivors Network of those abused by priests thinks children could be better protected.
Archbishop Naumann should do much more and personally visit the parishes where Father Wisner worked and beg victims and witnesses and whistleblowers to come forward and contact law enforcement so that he might be prosecuted and kept away from kids.
The decision of what to do next with these abuse claims is up to an office thousands of miles away from here in the Vatican City. This is the first time in at least 8 years that the Archdiocese of Kansas City, Kansas has had an abuse claim of this type and of this magnitude. They did offer a phone number for folks to call if they do suspect abuse or abuse in the past. That number is 913-647-3051. Of course, you're always to call your local police department. Live in Roland Park, Beth Vaughn, 41 Action News.